Well, hello then. I do hope you're all well, and I do hope you all had a wonderful weekend. And well, let's get to it. We're just going to do one today because this is, our U-turn Liz. Liz Truss, and let's be honest, she's saying the quite a bit out loud, isn't she? Where she's having this interview with the Tory-loving Laura Cousenberg, and she asks about the plans for her national insurance cut, and asks basically this question: is it fair? And let's listen to a little bit of utter drivel and nonsense she spouts.
Now, you want to reverse the national insurance rise, but let's take a look at what that would mean. So, if we can put our graphic up on the screen here, the poorest would stand to gain about £7 from that. At the top of the income bracket, the wealthiest people in the country would gain £900, maybe even nearly £2,000. Is that fair?
Well, the people at the top of the income distribution pay more tax. Mm-hmm. So inevitably, when you cut taxes, mm-hmm. you tend to benefit people who are more likely to pay tax. Of course, there are some people who don't pay tax at all. Mm-hmm. But to look at everything through the lens of redistribution, I believe is wrong. Because what I'm about is about growing the economy. And growing the economy benefits.
What's she doing with her hand? Let's be honest, it's just mealy mouth word salad. It's just talking. What a drivel and nonsense, isn't she?
Everybody.
But you're happy
but
with...
This is a really important point, because so far, the economic debate for the past 20 years has been dominated by discussions about distribution. And what's happened mm-hmm. is we have had relatively low growth. So we've had no more than an average of 1% growth, and that has been holding our country back.
And it means... get into a debate about economic theory, this is one of the things that you've promised clearly. You want to do it.
Absolutely.
You believe it's the right thing.
I do believe it's the right thing.
But is it fair that on this decision...
Yes, it is fair.
It is fair to give the wealth...
There you go. Just brazenly, just says it out loud, quite a bit out loud. Oh, yes, it is fair. We need to feel sorry for these poor rich people, who are absolutely minted. Anyway, this guy who posted this tweet had a little bit of a thread and said something very interesting when he says she's not only wrong, but she's been proven wrong by a 12-year experiment. Since 2010, the Tories have tried cutting tax to grow the economy, and every time they have failed to meet their growth predictions, every single one. Osborne did it annually from 2010 to 2016. Then Philip Hammond, yes, our spreadsheet Phil, did it and failed to hit his own predicted growth target. Then Sajid Super Saj Man, wide stance Javid did it, and failed to meet his own predicted growth as well. Sunak started the same until COVID. Zahawi, but he didn't do anything because he just didn't want to do anything, did he really? And they reassured that cutting top rate tax and corporate tax would raise more money because tax avoiders would suddenly get bored of avoiding tax and cough up. They didn't. I know it's shocking, but people who get away with breaking the law also get away with breaking weaker laws. Yeah, what a shocker, who'd have thought? And we finally finished off with, for example, in 2010, at the higher rate, the Treasury collected £43 billion of corporation tax. When the level was cut to raise more tax, the amount was collected fell by billions. And by 2015, we were still £11 billion out of pocket. This experiment has been tried and it's failed. And as I'm going through some of the tweets, this little bit of a bell to come out, and it just basically sums up, they're all about trickle-down economics, saying how we're told it works and what actually happens. And yeah, that's it, all this stuff about trickle-down economics is just utter guff and nonsense, innit? But yeah, just blatantly just says it out loud. Yeah, in other words, sod you, poor people. I'm more interested in our Tory donors. So, what do you think? What a horrible individual she is, isn't she? An opportunist. And she's like that turtle or tortoise stuck on that wooden post. You think, it's up there. how on earth it got there is a complete mystery, and it's the same with just a brazen liar, isn't she? Right, do hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.